Hello, everybody. Been a hot minute since we've been over here on YouTube. What is going on with you guys? We got our live stream going. We got some banger music. We got through the finale of Percy Jackson and the Olympians, and that is what we're here to talk about. Season 1, The Lightning Thief. Be sure to tune in. Can't wait to talk to you guys. Hopefully you guys pop in here. Super pumped to just, I don't know, discuss everything and kind of go through. We're not going to go through the scenes right now because of spoilers, but we will have a spoiler timer here. Just kind of TLDR. Okay, so this episode just came out. I don't want to spoil anything within the first maybe 15-20 minutes of this live stream, so we're gonna keep it nice and clean. If I see you talking spoilers, getting kicked. Second of all, it is hard to not talk about spoilers, especially as somebody who has read all the books and has seen the movies. It's going to be really hard for me to refrain from speaking spoilers, and I know that there's going to be some of you guys in the chat who are also going to talk spoilers. So we're at least going to refrain from doing that. Yeah. My bad. I'm gonna mute this. I want recording this as a TikTok too, so So let's do that. All right. What else? Gonna start here in about a couple minutes. Give a couple people a chance to pop in here. Maybe they're just finishing up the episode now. Mess with a couple settings because I think my camera's all... Nope, camera's good. Okay. Also, I'm decked out in blue. Percy's favorite color is blue, obviously. Ocean's blue, everything's blue, so we're wearing blue. I did think about making like blue themed snacks for tonight, but was not feeling it. I had a major headache, just wanted to get through the day, and we made it. We got through the episode. Yeah, anyways, hope you guys are ready. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let's dive on into first of all, I want to talk about the whole season of Percy Jackson. Now, so Percy Jackson and the Olympians, season 1, The Lightning Thief. What do I have to say about Percy Jackson and the Olympians? This first season was really good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought that they did a banger job with what they had. I feel like a lot of the things that people are complaining about, it's kind of hard for me to complain about because we have been waiting so long for a true book to film adaptation, and this is like definitely by far the best. There are some things that they had to change, obviously, and it's just things that, you know, maybe didn't translate properly from the book to TV or movie adaptation properly. And I think Rick Riordan chose the best things. Just from my perspective, I think that he chose the things well that were meant to, sorry, I need to mute that, that were meant to basically be either removed or sped up, or added, just without spoiling the show, like certain things from the show. We will get into spoiler talk here. I'm actually gonna throw my my timer up. Oh, well, you need to refresh that timer here. Give me a second. Anyways, there is obviously going to be things that were changed. One of the things that was changed, I know people kind of had gripes about. I'm here to say that things that are changed, there's reasons for it. One of the complaints, and I'll just kind of get into that here really quick, is some of the people were complaining about the gods and how they're not portrayed as these powerful beings with this, you know, like the way they're described in the book. And it's kind of like you have to do with what you can, you know what I mean? Like, if you go over the top in the first season, there's no magic, there's nothing to expect later on. Like, you can't just give God a like this godlike aura and make him crazy powerful and strong and just like exude radiance and all this stuff, and then it like, not because that's what we expect every time. We can't do that. You have to build to it. And I think people's expectations, especially like the hardcore book fans, I'm a hardcore book fan and I know the difference. I know how things are meant to translate. I know there's supposed to be a build up. So with that being said, that is how I feel about the series as a whole. I think that the changes that were made were meant to build anticipation, build hype, build up to this finale, which was tonight, and we're going to be talking about the finale here with spoilers in 13 minutes. So just a little bit of a warning there. Now, my full review for the show, I'm going to give this first season a 7 out of 10. And the reasons I'm giving it a 7 out of 10 is because I think for a book adaptation of a show, they did really good. They pretty much to a T got everything accurate. They did everything well. And I think that they set a good pace moving forward for the future of the show, which fingers crossed we are going to get more, because the last few episodes, they really, really nailed it. They nailed it really good. And just kind of like, dropped some hints there of the future. What are we going to be looking at? What are we going to be seeing? And like, just overall, I think that season 1 is kind of like that stepping stone, and now like they know what people like, they know what people don't like, and now they can move forward, and season 2 onward begin building that trust between the fans, the book readers, and newcomers to the show. By the way, guys, there is a new book, a new Percy Jackson book that just came out, and I haven't read it yet, so we're not going to be talking about it here as well, but I am excited that we're getting at least 2 more after this new one that just came out, so very hyped about that. But yeah, that is my review of the first season of Percy Jackson. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section down below. We'll go, yeah, the 10-minute mark, we'll start talking about the actual finale here. But I did want to throw this up just for reference, so you guys know what we're talking about. What else can we talk about season 1? Season 1 also, I think the effects were really good. There were certain effects that they obviously had to adjust, and I think they like hit it really well with lighting and things like that. But like the Minotaur, for example, I know that there were some complaints about the Minotaur being too dark. And by the way, that's from episode 1, so I'm not too worried about spoiling it, because if you guys are watching this, you should have watched episode 1. The same. But we're again, they did what they could. I don't know what the budget was for the show, but I know that first seasons typically don't get the biggest of budgets. And I mean, obviously, like, their goal was to use as much as they can where they could in order to prompt fans to watch, and then therefore have Disney go, cool, everybody liked it, let's move on. Let's move forward with season 2. But anyways, let's get on with the finale tonight. What's up, you guys? It's Hawaiian Blur. We're talking about the finale of Percy Jackson. The final episode just premiered tonight, and we're not spoiling anything, but I just have to say that this finale was a solid 8 out of 10. Huge goosebump moments. Literally, basically everything that happened in this finale just kind of leapt off the pages of the book for me. Like, it was just as I envisioned it. From the fight with a certain god to the big twists and turns and the reveals. I think that this show has built to a promising start, and I'm hoping that we get 5 seasons of Percy, because Walker Scobell is freaking hilarious. I love the kid, and I think he and the rest of the trio, have a bright future ahead of them. I think the actors that they've gotten to portray the gods have been incredible so far, and I hope that we get to see more of that. I'm excited to see who they have portraying the other gods that should be popping up here in the future. And I am also looking forward to seeing what kind of changes they're going to make between now and the future of the series. Basically, mainly because the kids are going to grow, they're going to age, and we haven't gotten greenlit for season 2 yet, and so they don't have much time before they have to start filming again, because these kids are literally 16 years old playing 12-year-olds. So let's just fingers crossed we get greenlit. But season finale, amazing job. Thank you so much, Disney, Rick Riordan, cast, crew, everybody that worked on the show. You guys did phenomenal, and I cannot wait to see what the future holds for Percy Jackson. All right. What else? What else? Um, saving that for the spoiler talk as well. But anyways, yeah, no, this finale was like cherry on top. And then there is a post credit scene, just letting you guys know. It's nothing super important, so like if you guys don't watch it, there's no like important like world building or continuity thing that it's setting up, but it's just like a funny scene that I think people were really hoping would be in this, especially because it's a very funny moment in the book. And they did it very well in the movies, I will say. But this was like, again, like just seeing these things happening in real time is just like how I imagined it happening when I was a kid reading the book. I wish I could have pulled out my copy of Percy Jackson, because my lightning themed copy is literally like just like all torn. It's not torn up, but it's like I've read the thing. Like the spine is literally bent out of shape. But the other thing I'm excited for is just like obviously I think if they do get to book 4 and 5, which I am so hopeful for this show. I'm so excited to see, like, I love Greek mythology. I've always loved Greek mythology. I loved it since I was a kid, even before Percy Jackson was a thing. And the author Rick Riordan, however you want to say it, he's not only designed these amazing like modern day stories with the gods, but like he's done it not just with the Greek pantheon, but he's done it with the Egyptian gods, the Norse gods, the Roman gods, even other gods, like culturally, like I think like the Hindu gods, and just things like that. What else? But yeah, so it would be really cool to kind of see any tie-ins that they throw in there. Like from the other stories I know, I think I heard Netflix might have the rights to do the Egyptian stories called the King Chronicles, I believe is what it's called. So it'll be kind of cool to see like some tie-ins, some connections, some cross what is it called? Crossovers between the two, because there is a story where they do crossover. I think there's two actually. There's two stories where Percy and the King Chronicles crossover, and it's very interesting to see. And then obviously the second series of Percy Jackson called Heroes of Olympus, that crosses over into Roman god territory. And then one of Annabeth's cousins, sorry, I'm like on a tangent here right now. One of Annabeth's cousins, he ends up being a Norse, like connected to the Norse gods somehow. Hold up. I just saw something weird. Sorry, I saw something weird in my kids' crib. Anyways, so it'll be really cool to see the connections if this jumpstarts more shows, especially as the kids get older. But anyways, what I was leading to was season 5 of the Percy Jackson series. I think season 5 has to be a movie. Like, I don't think there's any other way they can do season 5. So much happens in season 5, like especially like I think almost season 4 has to be, or not season 4, book 4, season 4 has to be a movie as well. Like I think it needs to be, those two need to be a movie if they can. if any, like if season 4 can't be a movie, season 5 has to be a movie. The Last Olympian, like it's all out, like movie. It needs a movie budget. So I guess we'll see what happens with that. Um, what else? What else? And then a sequel series into the Heroes of Olympus, like that would be incredible. I don't know how they would transition into that. There will be some really cool moments for sure. And then we can't talk about that yet, but there is like a little elephant in the room with one of the casting. It's not an elephant, it's more of like a sad thing that happened to one of the actors in this last episode, which I'll again in a couple minutes we'll do some full spoiler talk. We'll talk about this person who has been in my life for a very long time as an actor, and super sad that he is no longer with us. But great to hear his voice still in other factors and relive the movies and shows that he was in. Great, phenomenal actor. He did so much. I think I also kind of like just hinting at it. Keanu Reeves is being awarded with an award that is named after this actor. That it just recently got named. So there's going to be an award moving forward at, I think it's the Saturn Awards, where an actor can receive this award, which I think is amazing, awesome. But anyways, we're almost there. Thank you guys for tuning in so far. If you're here, I don't know if my chat's working. I haven't seen anything pop up. I guess we'll test it. Yes. Hello. And actually, I don't know where it would pop up. Oh, there it is. Hey, there it is. There it is. Cool. We could grow. I'm gonna put chat over here, I think. Yeah. Blow it up. Cool. That's what that looks like. All right, spoiler talk. Here we go. We're here. We are here. Wow, that is very delayed. Very delayed. All right. Spoilers. Spoilers, spoilers, spoilers. All right, let's talk about finale first. What's going on, you guys? This is my spoiler review for Percy Jackson and the Olympians. If you haven't seen the final episode, go away and then come back and be sure to click that like button. But anyways, let's go through what happened. Now, what we had so far, building up to this moment, the last episode ended with Percy confronting Ares. Him and Grover smashed their pearls. Annabeth also had to smash her pearl to return to the surface world. And they all arrived at the same spot, which is at a specific beach. And Ares was there waiting for them. Now, I've been waiting for this moment since I found out there was a Percy Jackson TV series coming out. This is the one thing that I wanted in the movie, and they completely just did not do it, and I was super bummed about that. But we got to finally see the fight between Ares and our boy right here. Boom. This fight was great. It did literally leapt off the pages for me. Like from the fighting to the ocean to him cutting his ankle and the god blood, the ichor, just oh my gosh, like gold, like oh my gosh, it was just phenomenal. Like I loved seeing that. That was a key moment for me. Um, like them returning the helm to Electo, and Electo kind of giving like a nod to Percy, like, yeah, you're all right, you're all right. Thought that was perfect. Loved seeing that. Guess just kind of gonna just show that here. Yep, there's the Helm of Darkness. That's Hades. Um, what else? What else? What else? Um, him going to the Empire State Building. Like I loved seeing this version of it. The movie did all right, but this version of it was like literally again just and then oh what happened? Nope, here Olympus. Olympus looked amazing. Literally what I pictured it. What I pictured it. And then also just kind of like a little throw here. I kind of loved that they went like showed Percy's training was like sword fighting as like a flashback rather than showing it like in the first episode, because there's so much that happens in the first few chapters, but like one of the key things was his training and finding out that he is a swordsman, not an archer, not anything else. For some reason he is really good with a sword, specifically with Riptide, and there will be a little history around surrounding that I won't get into, even though this is spoiler talk. Kind of leave that as a little breadcrumb for you guys to see in the future. Sorry. Anyways, Olympus looks amazing, and then we get to Sir Lance Reddick. Dear to my heart, Zavala, Mander, Destiny 2, we'll miss you. It is going to be so hard to replace this man. He did such a great job at playing Zeus. The ferocity, like his tone throughout this entire situation is literally how I imagined anybody speaking to Zeus. Like you don't know what, like any wrong move and he could just obliterate you in a second. Like he is the king of the gods. He chopped up his own father and threw him into Tartarus. Anyways, it is going to be very hard to replace this man, and he is dearly missed. One of the most phenomenal voice actors out there. Anyways, his portrayal was amazing. Seeing Percy's dad, boom, just catch his arm and pause that. Phenomenal, amazing. Overall, I think that I loved this finale. This finale was amazing. And hold on, chat. Annie. If you guys can, if you can't, I understand. I sent you, yeah, I sent you what I wanted earlier. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Bye. Sorry guys, I'm ordering Dutch. Dutch Bros. Gotta get my energy drink on. Okay. What else? Yeah, so Lance was amazing. This interaction between Percy and his father, like him trying to tell his son he loved him, but without saying "I love you, son," was great. Even him having the pearl and teleporting him back to the real world. Percy goes back to camp. He's welcomed with a hero's welcome because he saved the world pretty much, which great. Oh, hold on. Yes. Medium. Yeah. Okay. Bye. All right. But yeah, him being welcomed with the hero's welcome. They are questioning Clarice, why Clarice is there, because they think that she's the lightning thief. And then, boom, this moment right here. All right, hold on a second. Gotta. Let's talk about that moment from Percy Jackson and the Olympians. Now, this twist right here, I think everybody maybe like questioned it, maybe thought about it, but it kind of just escaped them because Luke just seemed like a stand-up like just a stand-up guy and amazing friend to Percy. Then you kind of realize at like towards the end here that there was one line of the prophecy that didn't come true or didn't happen, whereas everything else did happen. And that line of the prophecy is a person you call a friend will betray you. Now, Annabeth didn't betray him. Grover didn't betray him. There's only one other person that Percy calls a friend, and that's Luke. So the twist here, Luke betraying Percy and revealing himself as the lightning thief, and then their fight, which again, there's something here that I actually completely forgot. So this is Luke's sword here. Luke's sword, it's called Backbiter. The reason why it's called Backbiter is because it's made with celestial bronze and basically iron. It is created so that he can wound gods and demigods and immortals as well as humans. Yeah, he's interesting, like just interesting all around. There was one little thing here that I forgot. You guys actually can't see this on the video here. I'm just gonna scoot it. Why are you not scooting? There we go. Boom. Backbiter can open portals. Didn't remember that. So when he was doing this in the show, I was kind of freaking out. I was like, whoa, that's kind of pushing it. But apparently it can open portals. Didn't know that. But he is a son of Hermes, so he does have the ability to travel like his father does. So it makes sense. But Backbiter is meant to wound everything that it touches. So that is why it's called Backbiter. Anyways, the reveal that he's the lightning thief, and then their fight was really cool. Even throws the H down there for Hermes, which again, it makes sense. He writes Hermes, or he writes the H, and then he can teleport just like his father does. That totally makes sense. But loved this. Loved Annabeth was there all along, just like she always is. Sees the interaction, yells at them, or yells at Luke, and that's hard because they didn't really portray this very well in the series, I feel like, but in the books, Annabeth does have feelings for Luke, and Luke sees Annabeth more as like a sister. So I think that was kind of hard to translate because this is a TV show, so it's kind of hard to build that relationship and show that relationship, especially because the episodes had to focus in on the quest. So, but anyways, loved this reveal, loved the fight, loved everything about this plot twist. Anyways, let us continue. Meeting at Valia's tree. Oh wait, first I need to give an applause to this man playing Dionysus. I forget the actor's name, but I love him and everything else he's in. He's hilarious. So I think he was a perfect fit to play Dionysus. Talking at Thalia's tree. Grover becomes he got a searcher's license to find Pan. Um, didn't show the horns. That's kind of like a big thing too. Is that when you get your searcher's license and basically like graduate from being a protector, you get your horns grow. But this is what the searcher's license looks like, and his job now is to go find Pan. Which, if you guys didn't know, Pan is the god of the wilds, and he is missing. And the job of Grover and the searchers is to find Pan. And that is going to be a big part of his story and his growth as a character. Especially starting in book 2 or season 2, hopefully, fingers crossed. Grover will be getting a huge plot growth in the next book. Along with Percy, like Percy kind of like obviously the story follows Percy, but it's going to be cool to see his growth in all this as well. Anyways, let's see. Percy has another dream where Kronos. Yes, another plot twist. It was Kronos pulling the strings all along. He has plans for Percy. I'm not going to get into that spoiler. But Kronos will be a underlying threat up until the end. So keep an eye out for Kronos, guys. He may look like rags and skin and bones right now, but he is dangerous. Percy tells his mom about his dream, and he's off to his new school, which is where book 2 will start. And then I'm not going to go into the whatchamacallit, post-credit scene. You guys can check that out yourself, but I loved the series. I loved where it like just built off the book and basically followed the book to a T, but also throw in some cool new aspects. Like I could think like the biggest example is the scene where Percy falls from the arch. Originally the author Rick Riordan thought that the arch was next to the river, but it's not. And so I thought it was cool how, in order to fix that, it was the river that caught Percy and pulled him in. So his father literally reached out his hand and grabbed him and pulled him. So I thought that was kind of a cool little detail that they fixed. But yeah. Anyways, guys, that is going to be it for my spoiler talk. I hope you guys enjoyed. I am going to get ready to go live over on Twitch. If you guys want to watch me play some Power World or Call of Duty, I don't know what we're playing yet, but it's one of the two. You guys can check me out at twitch.tv/Wimbler. And yeah, I will catch you guys over there shortly if you head on over there. But love y'all. Mahalo. Peace out and